What up, everybody? It's your girl Kitty Connects, and I am here with Deja Monet.
Yeah.
And Deja, how old are you?
I am 23.
You're 23?
Yeah.
Wow, so you're smart. We was having some conversations before the interview. You're very smart to be 23.
Wow.
And you got your shoulders on your head.
Thank you.
Tell the people where you originally grew up and where you are now.
Yeah, so my mom lived in Virginia. I was born in Virginia, Danville, Virginia, and I would say about 10, 11 years ago, she moved us here to North Carolina to pursue her criminal justice career and finish off school at A&T. So I've been here ever since.
Are you proud?
Yes.
Did you go to A&T?
Yes, I am enrolled now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're following in your mother's footsteps.
Most definitely.
She's very proud of you.
Thank you.
How was life growing up?
I would say life growing up, I had a loving family, very family oriented, going to church with my grandma every Sunday. My mom was very hardworking. I was raised in a single family home, so but just still having a loving family and everything was wonderful, and just having a close-knit family. That's how everything was. School, I was in chorus, so
Okay.
it was always a fun thing to do.
Yeah, I was in
awesome.
chorus as well, and
Really?
it helped me, go into music and understanding
Yeah.
the notes and all of that. So
Yeah.
chorus is a very good place to start if you already have music in your heart.
Yes.
What how did you know that you wanted to become an artist?
I would say at a very young age, I would always sing little tunes. I knew that I loved music. I remember one Christmas, I begged my mom for a CD player, and that one CD player that she bought me, if I ran out of batteries, it was number one priority. We got to go to the store to buy some batteries so I can listen to music. And when my grandmother passed away, I wrote my very first song, and I held on to that song for a couple of months, and then I finally sung it to my mom and my grandma, and this is my great grandma. She was like, "You have a very, very beautiful voice," and I was like, "Wow." And so every time when I went into a space of maybe just sadness, or maybe I'm feeling happy, I would always write it down, and that really helped me, and it really shaped that, oh wow, I can actually write. And that's where it all started until now.
When you sung your great grandmother this song, did she say, I know you said that she said that you have a beautiful voice, but did she say that I could see you doing this for a living?
She didn't say those exact words, but she said you have a beautiful voice. And when that really stuck with me, and I was like, I'm gonna really try to continue to write and really go forward with this. And probably 5 years after, I was in chorus, and your classmates say, "Oh, you can sing." I remember my music teacher, Mr. Johnson. It was 30 some odd girls in this class, and 6 girls, including me, made it to advanced women's choir. That was really big for me. I was super excited.
Yeah.
So that was awesome.
The song that you wrote for your grandma, are you gonna release it sometime in your career?
Definitely. It needs to be tweaked. But definitely I am going to release that song. I need some production, a little bit of better production. Is a beat that I found off YouTube. Nothing wrong with YouTube beats or anything, but I definitely want to, get some production that I can actually feel, and I definitely want to re-release that song.
I think it would be great, and I feel like it would be a way for your artists to understand, not your artists, I'm sorry, your fans to understand you as an artist as well. So you've been doing this for about 2 years, 2.5?
Yes.
If you figured out that you had a great voice, why did it take you so long?
Honestly, I would say the fear inside of me. I didn't know if I could really stand out on my own. I didn't know if I really was gifted. You know, you have some friends like, oh, you're great. And, you know, I was like, I'm just Deja. I don't really, you know, it was like one ear out the other. But I actually, I'll go back. I was working for a company here in Greensboro, a furniture company, Rooms to Go exactly. And I was just selling furniture, and I had this guy come up to me, and, you know, just being a customer service representative, I'm like, you know, why are you buying this piece of furniture? It was a couch. And, you know, I'm just building rapport with him, and I'm like, what are you buying a couch for? He's like, I'm buying it for my studio. I was like, oh, I love to sing, just to have a connection. And he was like, that's dope. Turns out he didn't want the couch. It didn't fit in his studio. So he called back. He was like, but I want to talk to the representative who sold me this. And when he called me, he was like, hey, I'm returning the couch, but can you come to the studio? And ever since then, I've been rocking with my engineer, Javon Mixed It, since day one. And being able to shape and mold my craft with him for like a whole year, I'm here now.
Yeah, and you got some nominations, like one of them is the Carolina Music Awards with here in North Carolina. That's literally the biggest thing you can get. Like, yeah, that's very big for you to just really be stepping in. Yes. So the time that you took to perfect your craft was definitely worth it, because your voice is like, sounds like an angel.
Thank you. Thank you.
Another question is, 40 Cal. Yes. How'd you meet him? He features in a lot of your songs.
Yes, 40 Cal. We actually kind of grew up together when we kind of went to school together, mutual friends of the family, and it was one night I had studio fever. My engineer was out of town, and I was like, I gotta get to a studio. So I was like, don't really know a lot of people here in Greensboro. Like, I just hit him up on Instagram. I was like, hey, can you, like, you know, meet me at the studio? And we did our very first record together, Seasons. And that, I would say that's the song that people really started taking Deja Monet serious. People really, really love that song. So, I mean, it's just been great vibes, dope chemistry ever since.
Yeah, my favorite song with you guys are Just Me and You.
Hey, yes, everybody loves that one too.
It's a throwback. It's not it's not from your new album, 4414.
That's right.
How did you get the name of that album?
4414? 4014 is very special to me. Originally, the first meaning is two parts to that. So 4414 is the studio address where I go to. It's where I create. It's where I just get to let my hair down, lock myself in the studio, and just write and just have freedom. And then the second part is all like numbers have like a meaning. And so I was like, I wonder what this number means. And if you read on it, it just means, you know, independent. First, I'm an independent artist. The second meaning is just letting all negative thoughts that you've ever had or conjured in your mind, let them all go and just continue to think positive. And I feel like 4414 meant so much in this time, just because there were so many obstacles that I had to go through, like with the coronavirus. I didn't know if I could even get studio time, and just being able to beat those obstacles, the pandemic that we're going through, everything, you know, I was able to break those barriers and still get it done. Yeah. So that's awesome.
Because with the pandemic right now, like, I know that you want to be out doing shows. Yeah. I know. So that's an outlet for a lot of artists, is to perform. Exactly. And the fact that we're not able to, well, me, I just I don't perform. I just get a rush by being there and seeing you guys perform and getting to talk to you guys afterwards and all of that, and seeing how you felt while you were performing and giving feedback, and just not having that. Me as just a manager, I'd be like, I'm a junkie. Yeah. I'm a junkie for music. So yes. It's like, I gotta, be there. So the obstacles that you guys have to take as an artist, and you was already doing it, it's hard to put that on.
Yeah.
On ice.
It is.
I definitely understand. So you just not just, but within the last couple months you released They Don't Notice. You got like you got 1K view last time I checked.
That's 1K.
Right. And it was with Noah, the director.
That's right.
He's a big videographer here. How did you guys work?
Well, one of those people on my popular page, you know, I was looking for videographers, and I came across Noah's page, and I was like, wow, he's pretty dope. I would love to work with him. So I just hit him up. I believe he has like this new service where you just book a call or something of that nature. I booked my call, and I told him my visions for the EP, and for this song in particular. You know, this song was really like, I want to reveal myself in this song, you know, which is why I have the fog. It was sort of like, you know, revealing myself through the fog. And he was like, I really love that. We came together and we were able to create the They Don't Notice, the video.
If you haven't checked it out, please go check it out.
Definitely.
Between the vocals and just the effects, and it's a very powerful video.
Thank you.
How do you typically describe the music that you create?
That's a really great question. I would say I create, sometimes I have to really isolate myself to get in, you know, a writing mode. If I get a really good, sometimes I'll have like 100 some beats. I'll go through them all, but I have to have that one instrumentation, that one melody, just that one sound to really have me like just writing down on my paper, pen, paper, whatever. And once I lock in on that beat, the words just keep flowing and flowing. And then I go to the studio. Typically it's just me and my engineer, and we're just trying out different, you know, melodies, different sounds. Like, would this work? He's got a little tune too, so sometimes he'll throw in a note like, yeah, Days, you should try this, and I'll do that. But yeah, typically starting off isolating myself, writing, and go to the studio and lay it down.
When you're writing, what inspires you to write?
Honestly, the beat has to put me in a certain mood. So if I feel like writing a love song, then that beat has to feel, I have to feel like a loving type vibe or something. Or like They Don't Notice, it's kind of dark, it's like a dark beat, but it still has like a little R&B to it, or I turned it into like a little R&B track. And you know, that song, it inspired me to write what I felt in that moment. You know, the industry can, you know, look at you and put you in a box. And when you're starting out, nobody seems to notice you. Nobody sees the hard work that you're putting in. But you know what? It's okay, because with hard work and determination and just investing in yourself, they will notice. They don't notice you now, but they will.